Hey guys, welcome back. We are doing a flower tutorial. This is your basic 5-petal flower tutorial. And being the fall season, I wanted to do some flowers. I know I have lots of beginner crocheters out there that have been looking for simple flowers. Thought I would start with this one. And myself, I have bought me a wreath that I wanted to do something different with for the holidays. It's just a plain wicker wreath that I thought I would make flowers for based on the season and the holiday, but I'm not going to glue them on there. I'm going to attach them on there just by tying them on there sporadically to the wreath. And this is a penny pincher idea also for you guys, whereas if you don't glue them on there, you can remove them. And then come Christmas time or Thanksgiving or spring or Easter, whatever the event may be, you can just untie them and take those off of there, and then you can change the flowers based on the time of year it is. So that's what I'm doing these tutorials for as well, because I'm going to be decorating my wreath for fall. So this is going to be my first flower, and I wanted to do the demonstration for it for you also. So this is skill leveled easy. It's not a hard project, so I wanted to start my way up. I will do a series of flowers over the next maybe 2 weeks. So this is the beginning tutorials for that. So this is the first flower that we're going to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to be doing them pretty much in fall colors. So the next one that I'm going to be doing is going to be doing in a tan color. It does change a little bit on its own. I'm going to be doing it in a G hook. So what we're going to be doing is you will do a chain 5. So this one will probably be a little bit smaller than that one that I did. And it's your choice. You can do in any kind of yarn and any size hook. So what you want to do after you've chained 5 is you want to join to make a loop. So join in that first stitch, okay? And beginning, since this is a beginner's project, I will try to go a little bit slower for you. So once you chained 5, you want to join in that first single crochet that we did, and then you want to find your circle. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to chain, let's chain 1. Now what you're going to be doing is working inside this circle, and you want to hold your tail with you right up against your work. So you want to go inside your circle for 10 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and don't do them super tight, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and you can pull that tail a little bit if you want to close your hole a little bit there, but leave that hole because it is meant to be somewhat of an opening. Now join into that first single crochet right there with a slip stitch, so grab your yarn, pull through and through. Okay, so you have made your first round, so lay that down, and you now want to clip that tail out of the way. You should have worked over that tail enough to where you do not need it anymore. It should be worked in just fine. Alright, so now, let me see if I can zoom in for you just a bit. Alright, so now what you're going to do, and believe it or not, you're already halfway done. This is your last row. So you want to chain up 2. So now what you're going to do is 5 triple crochet in the next single crochet, okay? So basically you're going to do 5 triples. So you're going to yarn over and yarn over. So 2 times you're going to yarn over. Alright, so you want, actually you're going to have 3 kind of loops on your hook. Alright, so in the next one, let's see that one, you're going to go into the next loop, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So you're going to go into that same stitch and you're going to do that a total of 5 times, but make sure you yarn over twice. So that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and last one is 5. Okay, so once you have 5 triples there, you want to chain 2. Then in the next single crochet, which is right beside it, you want to slip stitch. Okay? And then what you want to do then is you're going to repeat the whole process, because that's your first petal. So now you want to chain 2 and then go right into the next stitch and start your 5 triples again. So you're going to do that a total of 4 more times because you need 5 petals. So 1, 2, this is your third one, this is 4, and this is 5. Okay, now you want to chain 2, and in the next stitch you'll finish this off with a slip stitch. And that's petal 2. Now you'll start your process again, so chain 2, and then you'll go into that next stitch with your first triple, starting your third petal. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so chain 2, and then you're going to the next stitch for that slip stitch to finish off that petal. Alright, so now you'll start over with a chain 2, and in that next petal you will start working the next in the next stitch you'll start that next petal, so go ahead and start the triple. That was 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 2, and into that next one you want to slip stitch and chain 2. Now in that last stitch go ahead and do that last petal. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now what you want to do is chain that last 2, and then in that stitch you started in, you are going to join with a slip stitch. And then what you will do is finish off here. Now normally you're just going to cut and weave in, but I'm going to leave a longer tail because what I'm doing is attaching to the wreath, so I need a longer tail to do so. Okay, so just cut and weave in your ends, and then you will have your flowers. And that is all there is to making your little 5-petaled flower. Oops. And they are very simple to make. It's a beginning process. Like I say, doesn't take more than 10 minutes based on your level to make this. They're very simple. And you see how they look when you use color changing yarn. This is a color changing yarn, but it's like an ombre. It's very slowly changing. You see this is where it's changing very lightly, but it didn't get that far. So anyway, this is the end of the tutorial for the 5-petaled flower, and hope you follow along with me with the flowers for fall. So until next video, happy hooking!